YouTube, it's Farmall 51 here. The 140 here. Went up to the, as you can still see Don Lee here, the Cub here is still apart, but hopefully not much longer. But anyway, went to London, Kentucky, and if you're on the Farmall Cub 1947 to 79 Facebook page, go on there and like the page. I think you'll one of the administrators on there, among with Dale Shaw and Jay Spear, and two great Cub guys, very knowledgeable. If you're not on there, go on there and like the page and follow us. Let's see, no good guy on there called Mr. Webb. We'll call him Mr. Webb. Had some 47 parts, 47 tractor he started, and he decided to sell. I went in to Kentucky, about south central Kentucky there, maybe a little bit, well, southeast Kentucky, I guess you'd say, and picked up what I was mainly looking for was just one final drive, and he completely rebuilt the transmission, done all the proper procedure as far as the backlash and all that, setting everything right. Final drives are rebuilt. Like I say, transmission, rear end, and all that is done. It's been in the shop for a while. He said it was clean metal, but I guess sitting in there had moisture over time, surface rust thing, which that can be wire wheeled off. But as you can see, I had the problem with my other Cub where one of the final drives, its whole top end was broken off, and efforts to save it were just kind of abandoned in a way, I guess. It just wasn't going to be the type of break it was. We decided to not rebuild that final drive and just continue with this one here. So I found these, pretty good price, come with some other parts. I'll show you these here. Come with a almost complete 47 engine, but this engine here has had a rough life, as you can see. I don't know how, I've never seen one broke out on that side before. But anyway, this has a typical crack in here, which just about every 47 did. Whether they abused it or not, it seems like they all had a crack. The head has been, I don't know what has been done to the head. Now, like I say, he did not do this. This was like this when he had gotten this engine. So whoever had done that there, that's some welding. But got a good nice flywheel and spring gear and oil pump and all that on it. But mainly the reason I got this motor here was for the internals, oil pump, so say flywheel, pistons, little things like that. Most likely this engine block here will be scrapped, because I don't like stuff like that, and I don't trust it. And people say, oh well, I got a good welder, and yeah, it may fix it, but you're gonna have a weak spot at any time you heat like that cast there, which you nickel weld it, it'll be, most of the time it's fine, but I just don't like stuff like that, and that's one reason we're in the dilemma we're in with this Cub here as far as replacing the final drive, because it probably could have been fixed, but structurally it would not have been sound, and I don't really I didn't want to live with that on the final drive and the tractor breaking in half. So like I say, this engine here will be dismantled, guts pulled out of it, and all that put up on the shelf for whenever I need it. Let's see here, I'll move this out of the way. It come with another front bolster here. As you can see, I wasn't really going to do anything with this one, but and they did a very good job on it. And then again, of course, I may leave it, and it's all what strikes me at the moment, but it's been broke there, and then it's been broke over here on the other side. So there's 3 major places that it has been broken, like I say, and radiator is kind of swelled, as you can see, but radiator's fine, I believe, but it's got kind of a hump. I wonder how well that leaks. But I got this one here. It come along with the whole group of parts, so it may be swapped out. It's in pretty good order here. No welds, no breaks or anything. So, and it still has a serial tag from the previous tractor. And if you can't see that, that's 1024. So that would make it the 500th and something cub, 23rd cub, I guess, or 20, yeah, somewhere like that. But anyway, it started out with 501. So that I might use that bolster there, and of course I might swap tags and put the Don Lee's tag on there. So, like I said, I got to fix the back half, and here's what's going to fix it. So, at the moment, we got a Cubfest coming up next week in Sanford, North Carolina. So, go on the Chapter 37 Facebook page, or for more details, or go on the Cubfest Chapter 30, or is it Cubfest page on Facebook, and I've got details, address, and all that, and I'll be there. Red Bill will be there. But for the sake of getting this tractor there and getting it running, getting it there, I will most likely, what I'll do is unbolt the torque tube here and bolt the whole rear end of this right here straight on, put my tires on, and put it on the trailer, my hood and all that, of course. But and then, like I say, later on I'm going through this tractor, so throw out there and all that's good in there, I believe. So that's where I'm at right now, and today I'm going to be putting this rear end on that tractor, getting the tires back on it, and getting it where I can take it to the Cubfest. You know, we're going to have some tutorials and how to, I know, don't look at that over there, but how to classes, I guess, on certain Cub things dealing with the Cubs, for maybe carburetor rebuild, pump rebuild, reservoir. I don't know if we'll get into that, but some things like that. I'm going to take a transmission out there and do a try to do a class on shimming it up and all that. That's something. So like I said, we're going to do a few little things, tractor games and stuff like that. So, but that's where I'm at on the 1947 Farmall Cub Don Lee, as it's known better as, is the the first owner of it. So, and let's see here, and I messed the gasket up taking this off. Like I said, he completely rebuilt this, did everything like you were supposed to do to a T. From what I can see in here, everything is done. Done an excellent job on. So let's see if I can go ahead and turn the flashlight on. Even a little washer back there in the back around the input shaft is on there. I've seen some of those left out, and that was one of the main problems we had on the other transmission, which it's rebuilt. I just got to shim it up if I can get somebody to help me with shimming it. As you can see, he's put the marking die in there and got the teeth set right. So I just took that off just to kind of inspect that to make sure everything was good in there before I went ahead and put it on the tractor. I'm messing the gasket up, so I may just I can make another gasket right quick. Like I said, I make all my gaskets except the head gasket and very complicated gaskets that you would Need a lot of holes that are very thin. This gasket here is a fairly easy gasket to make, so that I can make that. But kind of hate I tore it up. But anyway, oh yeah, another one of the most important parts here. As you can see, the R1. That's the R1 casting. That means that's the first version or first run of castings on here. You can look at other tractors. Take a look at your any international or Farmall, I guess, early, and you can see it'll have a R2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe some of the 140 stuff is like R8 or something like that. So, because I mean, over the years they change it. But in case you can, it's hard to see that. This tractor here being 500 and some, like I say, I'll put it on the screen there exactly what it is. I can't think at the moment, but it is a May the 8th of 1947. And if I'm correct, if I can remember, they started around the 1st of May or end of April, I think. I believe it's the 1st of May. Yeah, for around the 1st of May with the Farmall Cub in 1947. So this is a very, very early Cub. Within the first 2 weeks of production, this is the like I say, first 2 weeks of production built. This tractor here is a majority of it is a July built tractor. So that's that, and I won't bore you anymore. But that's where we're at on Don Lee. This is what I've got: new Cub parts, new parts for the 47, and new parts for the engine rebuild later to come, which I'll get on that probably this winter. So, all right, thanks for watching.